Hi, and welcome to week 5 of the All-American Sew Along. This is actually the finishing video, so we are about to wrap this up. And you will notice that we are actually in my sewing studio today because we were already filming today, so we thought, why not? So we are going to go over some backing options. I'm going to show you one of my rows and just give a few tips about that, and as well as just some other finishing tips as we wrap up this fun sew along together. Okay, so some of you may have all of your quilt blocks completed. If you don't worry. We still have our accountability worksheet where you can mark those off. But if you're completed, this video is for you because I have a few options. Maybe your local quilt store hopefully is carrying the wide backings. Now, the Favorite Things collection came with 4 wide backings. We have it in the polka dots, and this is a really great option, but it could be, if you chose to do the Bountiful Blooms or any other fabric collection, a wide backing is always a great choice. But I am going to go over some options for Favorite Things. And the reason we love these is it's so simple to just get your backing ready to send to the quilter. So if your local quilt shop is carrying it, we have it in the gray, and we have it in the red, and in the green, and we also have it in the multi. This one is a favorite of mine. I love this, but it's just a really simple option that matches the collection if you're looking for something like that. But again, if you use the Bountiful Bloom fabrics, there's other wide backings available. But honestly, this gray matches the gray in Bountiful Blooms and Favorite Things. So you could use the wide backing from Favorite Things in gray or the green, guys, honestly, the green. Okay, and after you put your quilt top together, we're going to talk about the rows in just a minute, but I just matched the background that I used in the blocks with the small border that goes around the quilt top, okay? So this Bella 200 color is the same one that I use in the border. If you would like to do a print border, that is totally fine. I actually think that would be really fun if that's something you want to do. But this is just one of our rows that I was going to show you, and soon we're going to go in and do a down shot. But this is what one of them will look like because you're using 4 different blocks. So you're going to want to follow the image on the front of the quilt. And we have, I think, 6 rows? 6 rows in this quilt. And everything's going to line up perfectly because it should all be diagonal, these, and I'm going to show, and then diagonal with the stars, and it's all going to go together just wonderfully. So this is just one of our rows. So let's go take a closer look at it. Okay, so this is just something I want to show you really quickly. Just pay attention to the quilt image because we wouldn't be putting and you guys can change this if you want to, but we don't want like 2 of the stripes on top of each other. So I designed this so it's all going diagonally. So you would put one of your stars here, and then do you see how these 2 stars would be touching? And then you're just doing the same thing moving forward. So after the star is a patchwork. So you would be putting this patchwork right next to that. Those would be sewn together, so they go, and just vice versa, and you would keep going. So like after this patchwork is the 4 star. So then I would want to line up a 4 star above this patchwork. And I just wanted to show that to you guys because it's really helpful when you lay out all the blocks in your quilt before you start sewing rows together, especially in a quilt like this where you have 4 different types of blocks. So that's just always helpful to me, is laying out all the blocks on the floor. And even for color placement, So you lay them all out on the floor and even take a picture just so you know that you've laid out all the blocks correctly. And Billy is actually going to pop a picture up of the quilt just so you can see what I'm talking about for reference. So now I get to go put all my rows together and hopefully get this quilt finished up. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video where I was able to go over some finishing instructions for the All-American Quilt Along and just some other fun tips that I had for it and just talking about wrapping it all up. So just remember that if you are just joining in, that's okay. The pattern is available in the description below, and I also still have some kits available in Bountiful Blooms and in Favorite Things, and that will be linked in the description as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this sew along. These are always so much fun for me because it brings the community together. And also probably in January sometime, I will be showing my finished quilt in Favorite Things and hopefully my mom's finished quilt in Bountiful Blooms as well. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who was sewing along, and the feedback was great, and I'm just so appreciative of all of you, and just thanks so much for stopping by.